Namaste, guys. ChristianRLong, life enhancement consultant, giving you a big and beautiful shout out on this Tuesday morning here in Denver, Colorado. It is 8 o'clock a.m. Mountain Time. We're jumping on for a daily dose of growth, challenges designed to grow your soul and help you become a better person. I just finished giving Mani her very first Avani, that rhymes. Namaste. Welcome. And last night was Mani's very first foam shower. Karen, Namaste. So I gave her a little foam shower. She got all jacked up. She's nice and clean and nice and bright and shiny. And then I spent some time using the little brush to make sure she has all the tangles out of her hair, front, middle, and back. And so now she's all bright and shiny, and she's ready to party. Her ears are nice and cold. Whoa, nice and cold ears. So, jumping on, as you guys know, we do these challenges every single day at 8 o'clock a.m. Yeah, she's super cute. 8 o'clock a.m. and then a Mountain Time, and then 6 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time, we do our challenge review of, okay, here's the challenge. What did you learn? What did you learn about the challenge? Suresh, Namaste. What did you learn about yourself? What awareness did you have before, during, and after? And this is a challenge, so we're on challenge number 29. Challenge number 29. For those of you who've been following every single day and doing every single challenge, tomorrow is the day that you will qualify, if you will, for earning an energy healing session with me, which is a $225 value. We schedule it whenever over the next week if you've done every single challenge for the past 30 challenges. And the goal is to do 30 challenges in a row, right? Just do 30 challenges in a row over the next 2 months, 60 challenges altogether. And so challenge number, she's so soft. So challenge number 29 is, I brought this up a few months ago. It might have even been December of 2019, now that I think about it. And it's something I did a while back. I've heard about this years ago. And it's about connection. Andrew, Namaste. Jessica, Namaste. It's about connection. And I'm a big believer, Adriana, Namaste. I'm a big believer of connecting with people. Actually, one of my mentors said to me a few months ago, he goes, one of your ninja powers is being able to quickly connect with people, being able to build relationships with people very, very quickly in a genuine way, right? Because I try to be the best I can of how I show up here is how I show up face-to-face with people. Does that mean I'm a holy teacher or a saint, or that I'm infallible, that I never make mistakes? Of course not. I'm human. I make mistakes. I make mistakes every single day. As Master Choa would say, my teacher in the back wall would say, it's okay to make mistakes, just don't make the same mistake again. Joanna, Namaste. Sampath, Namaste. Does that make sense? Don't make the same mistake again. Okay? So, I'm going to put her down because she's getting a little jacked up. Love you so much. Lori, Namaste. Tina, Namaste. Good morning. So, the challenge is, if you choose to accept it, if you choose to build a deeper relationship and connection with someone or someones, here's your challenge for today. So I want you to get out your phone. You do a 15-minute timer on your phone. You have to find a person to do this first. You have to find a person to do this with first. And then I want you to go onto Google and look up 36 questions that lead to love. 36 questions that lead to love. And this study was done several years back. And what was most fascinating about these 36 questions that lead to love is that they're progressively more and more intimate as you move along. Now, you can do these questions with friends. You can do these questions with family members. You can do these questions with intimate partners. You can do these questions with complete strangers. It's entirely up to you. The interesting thing that they found out during this process, that if you ask these questions, you, by the end of the 36 questions, will have a better understanding of the other person, and they'll have a better understanding of you than friends that you've had, that people you've been friends with your entire life. Fascinating, right? Going through 36 questions, you will have a better understanding of people, of that person, and that person of you. Josiah, I'm going to say, than people you've known your entire life. So Adrian's asking the question, is 15 minutes enough for this one? So this is what my recommendation is for this challenge. I don't do this challenge anymore for certain reasons, because it takes a long, long time. I put this out there, I think in December, and people were getting back to me and said, hey, I want to do this with you. I want to do this with you. I want to do this with you. And I was able to make an appointment with one person to do this challenge with. That challenge, instead of taking 15 minutes, took 4 hours. Lady, I'm going to say it took 4 hours to do this challenge. To do we did 35 questions. To do 35 questions, it took 4 hours. But the amount of depth that you go into with each question and the person and getting to know their backstory and them getting to know your backstory is quite intense. So I am currently not in the mode of doing this with another person. So Adrian's asking the question, well, wait a minute, aren't these challenges 15 minutes long? Does it have to, and you did it and it was 4 hours. So you can do it two different ways. You set your timer to 15 minutes and you start asking the questions. Question number 1, you ask the person, they answer, they ask you, you answer. Next question, third question. The timer went off. You've only gone 3 questions in. That's okay. Or you can do random questions. You can go, all right, let's do question 3, let's do question 7, and let's do question 20. You can do it that way as well. Or you can set the timer for 15 minutes. You do the questions to as many as you reach, and then at the timer goes off, you can say, hey, do you want to keep going? And you have that option as well. But as long as you do 3 questions, that's the challenge. Carol, I'm going to stay. That is the challenge, to do a minimum of 3 questions. They ask you 3 questions, you ask them 3 questions. That's the requirement of this challenge. And again, it could be a friend, a family member, an intimate partner, a complete stranger. Rosalind, not my namaste. And let's see, hold on everyone. So Jessica says, so the questions can be found online, or are the writing answers down? There are no right or wrong answers. It's the name that you would type in on Google is 36 questions that lead to love. 36 questions that lead to love is the name of the article, and then the article has all the questions. You can actually download an app on your phone that has the questions. And as you go through the questions, you will have a deeper understanding, deeper appreciation, and hopefully a deeper love for the person that's sitting across from you that you're doing this with. It doesn't matter if they're face to face. It doesn't matter if they're on Zoom or Skype or somewhere else in the world. As long as you guys can see each other visually and you do a minimum of 3 questions each, you complete the challenge. Okay? And then we'll go into the higher teachings relative to this challenge this evening for our challenge review. I'm super excited about this one. I love this challenge a lot, but I understand that to do this with, to really go all in, to do this with somebody, it takes a few hours to do it, because you're sharing your life with the other person, right? You're sharing your life in a very open, vulnerable, systematic way, right? So it's kind of challenging to rush through it. So Lori says, so these are specific set of questions that we all find in the same one? Yes, correct. Adrian says, I love this challenge. 36 questions that lead to love. Yes, correct. Ask turn by turn, one person finishes first. And then, so you have question number 1, Avani. So she's asking, do you do all 3 questions on one side and then do 3 questions on the other? No. So you have one question, question number 1. You ask that person, they answer, then they ask you, and you answer. Then you go to question number 2, you ask them, they answer, they ask you, you answer. Question number 3, right? So it's back and forth. It's not one person does all 3 questions and answers them or asks them, and then the other person goes. No, you go back and forth. Question 1, then question 2, then question 3, right? Good question. Adrian says, I like to ask some of these questions to people I meet during my travels. It's really connecting. It absolutely is. Learning someone's love language. Okay. Amanda, namaste. Avani says, big think. Yes, it's going to be, there's many different articles that link to the same questions. So yes. Again, finding the right someone to ask. Not many will want to be so open and raw. You would be surprised. Jessica, you would be surprised. People want connection. Desperately, people want connection. So do your best not to project. And again, we're not going to get into the teaching portion. We're not going to get into the higher levels of truth and the higher viewpoint, right? Because that's what we do in the evening. But don't prejudge. Don't prejudge. So find the person you're going to do this with. Set your timer on your phone to 15 minutes. And then go back and forth until at least 3 questions on both people ask 3 questions and answer. And then you can go further if you want. You're like, hey, we're having a good time. We're learning about each other. Do you want to keep going? Yes? Great. Question number 4. Let's do this. You can also jump around. If you're like, I don't want to do systematic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to go question 2, question 9, and question 17. Great. But as long as you and the other person do 3 questions and answers apiece. Fair enough? Perfect. So that's our challenge. Challenge number 29 for the day. This is one of my favorite challenges. This 36 questions that lead to love this exercise is one of my ninja powers. Asking questions, acknowledging and validating, going deeper, building strong intimacy very, very quickly with another person. That's my ninja power. I've been very, very good at it for 20, 25 years at this point. And it's been validated by my mentors and the people who heal me and coach me and guide me. That's one of my skill sets. And I do my best to use it properly. So Jessica's asked the question. So if we choose another person on here that count enough, asking for a friend. So if we choose another person on here, yeah, you guys can choose another person on here for sure. You guys can choose each other. You guys can choose a complete stranger. I like to do the stranger route. You go, well, why do you like to do a stranger? Because you get to test something. You get to test something. Right? So if you are married, this is a caveat. If you are married, I would recommend doing it with your husband or wife. Or if you're in a committed monogamous relationship, I would recommend doing it with your partner. That's a recommendation. You don't have to do it to fulfill the challenge. The challenge is simply find another person, spend 15 minutes, ask 3 questions, answer 3 questions between the 2 of you, and you're done with the challenge. She's tearing up her water. She's getting after it. And that's it. So join us for the Twin Hearts meditation in the next 15 minutes. We're going to be doing it on Zoom, not on Facebook. We're going to be doing it on Zoom. I'll have the link above this video if you're watching this live on Facebook. And please let me know how I can continue to help, heal, guide, and serve you guys. For those of you who need healing, reach out to me at ChristianRLong.com. It's my name. It's my website. Super, super easy to know everything about me and everything about what I do and how I can help you on my website. I made it super user-friendly. Took a while to design that. I didn't make it, but I did design it. Okay. I kind of want to ask someone different. Yeah, that's fine. You guys do how you want to do it. So again, challenge number 29 for today. Find somebody to do this with. Stranger, loved one, friend, family member. Set your timer to 15 minutes. Ask 3 questions from the 36 questions, right? And then if you decide you want to go past the 15-minute marker, that's fine. But you ask 3 questions and answer. The other person asks 3 questions and answer. You're done and done and done and done. Make sense? Perfect. All right, guys. Love you very, very much. This is Christian Long, Life Enhancement Consultant, and I will see you on the Twin Hearts meditation in the next 15 minutes on Zoom. Atma, namaste. Bye-bye.